king for Thorough Dynamics. The vision of Thorough Dynamics was something that was bred over 25 years ago that allows people to get their physical rehabilitation services back to life. What we've done over the last year is do a total revamping, a total reorganizing. How do we service people? Because service is anything you do to improve the lives of others. If you don't have your body strong, if you don't have health, you have nothing else. Visit our website at thoroughDynamics.com or call us at 866-256-0937.
Hi, Frank Perez here from Eastchester Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. It's our Durangos Must Go inventory sell-off. Over 145 Dodge Durangos, all trims, all options, all colors, all must go. The all-wheel drive Durango has it all. Style, comfort, cutting-edge technology, and loaded with safety features. Get up to $2,750 bonus cash and even make no payments for 90 days. It's our Durangos Must Go inventory sell-off. Eastchester Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Pay the least in the East.
Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency provides programs that help community residents improve their lives and support their families. Are you in need of food, clothing, employment, or a home? We also provide immigration services and passport renewal.
Hi, I'm Pastor Glad.
And I'm Lady D.
We're here to serve you.
Need help?
Ask us.
You can reach us by calling 718-652-3288 or visit us at gncdcny.org.
The Bronx Youth Empowerment Program, YEP, is a youth organization that has served the Northeast Bronx for 17 years. During our tenure, we have provided recreational and educational forums that have nurtured the growth of many youth in the community. YEP has also serviced hundreds of youngsters around New York City. YEP's target audience is youth from the age of 11 to 18 with the goal of helping youth become productive adults. YEP provides young people with resources to explore leadership skills, community involvement, and self-development. YEP consists of weekly and bi-weekly informational sessions with guest speakers from professional, political, and entertainment arenas. Also, as a part of community involvement, YEP will host trips to a variety of venues for educational and recreational experiences. As we continue to partner with other local organizations and serve our community, we will strive to unite and develop the youth in our community. The mission of the Bronx Youth Empowerment Program is building mind, body, and community.
Hey, good morning and good evening and good night. I'm your host, Andy King. Welcome to another edition of King Talk Tuesday, the show with real views, real news, and real talk. We cover so many topics, whether it's education, spirituality, and so much more. Today we are taking the bus ride to Washington, D.C., so please tune in and check us out on our Facebook and on our YouTube channel, and we air every Tuesday at 8 p.m., but also on Thursdays at 10:30 on Opto Channel 70 and Fios Channel 2136. But today is an historic day. 1963, 60 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. went and organized the country to talk about the injustices that were happening in the United States of America. Today, we celebrate, we commemorate, but we continue the journey. We continue to walk, we continue to talk, we continue to fight to make sure that fairness happens to all Americans, especially in the black community. So we're taking this right down to Washington, D.C. People are loaded up here in the Boogie Down Bronx to do their part, to let their voices be heard, but more importantly, be a part of an historic day. So stay tuned, check the rest of the show out, and I'll be right back on King Talk Tuesday after a word from a couple of our friends. And Andrea Walters is going to handle whatever you have to handle. We won't be making too many stops. We might make one stop. That means if everyone has to go at the same time, then we got to stop at the same time. But we want everybody to have a delightful time. Capture memories. This is an historic day for our young people in the back. You know, in 1963, Dr. King organized this country to do something that no other person did before. And we fought, and we fought, and we organized, and they talked, and they made their voices heard. Because this country, the greater country called America, had so many injustices, not only to the black American, but to a lot of Americans. So today, we're not only walking in continuation, we're walking in the spirit of Dr. King and all those who took that march in 1963, 60 years ago. So get ready for a historic day, because you guys are about to be a part of history. Let's make some noise and have a safe trip. All right now.
My name is Akira. I'm a part of YEP, and I'm here for our trip to Washington, D.C. And today we're going there, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to celebrate, and we're all just going to be happy in general.
My name is Kavani. We're going to a trip to Washington, D.C. In memory of Dr. King, to respect him and what he done. And we're going to Washington, D.C. to have fun, everything.
Okay, so today is a very significant day. It's a very important landmark in our civil rights movement and our continuous civil rights movement. And I'm excited to be here today.
Hey, what's going on? It's Craig Harris here with Easy Living. About to go to DC, New England March. Hopefully it's a good time. Glad to be here.
Good morning. My name is Vicki Owens, and I live in Bronx. And I'm on the bus here at White Plains Road this morning for this historic day. In fact, this is the anniversary because this happened in August 26, 1963. Marching in Washington for the rights to be free of people of color. And in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King, who is in heaven with our Father. We celebrate this day again at this particular time, 2023, in August. So history. We are bringing the young people on the bus, so this way they can understand what it means for this day for them and the generation to come. It means that we as people of color is to be free in America. We built this country. Where we going today in Washington, people of color built the White House. There's so many things that they have did and did not get credit for. And I think it's time that we let our young people know what their ancestors did so they can carry on in the same generation, but as free human beings. Everyone in America is equal as one. Not 1/4, not 1/4, but as one, a whole. And you must understand that. And step up to the plate and claim what is yours. What your grandfathers did. And the generation behind them, what they did. For you to be free on this day and for the rest of your life here in the United States. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. And it's my pleasure to see this. I have my grand with me, great grand, and I am just so thankful. And everyone, enjoy this day, and remember Dr. Martin for this day. Thank you.
And God willing, with God's blessing, once again, listening to each other, we can hear the echoes of the promise of that dream again. Thank you.
I was a spy working for China. I was collecting information for China because I love China.
No, but what were you doing when they said that?
I was spying on the Tibetan communities in New York. That was the accusation. Wow. It's basic. Of course it's, you know.
When they want to come after people, they come after people when they can. This is the strategy.
Whatever they preach, right? I went to the Marines. I volunteered to go to Afghanistan. Then I went to the Army Reserve. I became a police officer. I did everything an immigrant could do. Follow the rules, work hard.
Right.
But guess what? In the end, when there's some problem, people like me get accused.
Yes.
We became the scapegoat. They put me in solitary confinement for almost 6 months. Just try to break me. So, you know, I would give in. But I live in principles. I can't say yes to something I didn't do.
Exactly. So what does today really mean like for you as well? A day like this?
Well, this day is very special to us because today we have a lot of Asian community members came to support because without Dr. King, a lot of minorities, marginalized communities won't have the little bit rights we have today. And that's why we are trying to do our best to carry out his legacy, to push for more rights. And sometimes people misunderstood. They think we're asking for special treatment. Actually, we are not. We're just asking for the rights to fill the gap where it's lacking. We're asking to be treated like anybody else equally. We're not asking to get treated better. Just say it. Just say it. You and me say it.
That's what we're talking
not asking too much, you know?
Well, I appreciate it. What's your name again?
Bamadaji Anwan.
This is Babadaji Anwan. You got the story first here on King Talk. Thank you for being one today.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very important. I was here for the 50th anniversary, and I thank God bless me to be back again. And the fight goes on.
We got to thank Andy King for putting this thing together and bringing people together, bringing them to DC, and educating some of the people that to let them know what's going on. Because many of our community is asleep. So thank God for Andy King, and I pray that he keep doing what he's doing so that our people will get more educated and become aware of what's happening. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. All right.
Friendship is essential to the soul. And this campaign has always been for the community of human rights. And we're so proud to be a part of today. And with my brothers here, we just want to extend the greatness of 60 years and continue success for human rights, brotherhood, and uplift of the human race of black people.
Are exposed to
Thank you very much.
conditions. These injustices.
I say today is a new standpoint.
For he understood
where we started from versus where we are now.
Bishop, Archbishop Tutu said,
I mean, it took a lot for
there really is no future
where we are in life as a society, as the culture as a whole. So I just say day by day improvement.
Now and then.
It's a day of remembrance from where we came from. We came from not being able to sit in a certain restaurant or drink at a certain water fountain. Now we're out here remembering when they were at those steps actually marching for something. Now we're remembering where we came from.
Those are white supremacists.
Like that.
And
I would say, like, since today is Market Day, it's a continuation. So there's still more work to be done. That's why we're here. We still got more progress to be made. And I think that's what today's all about.
I'm gonna ask y'all one final question. If someone was to ask you, what would you want to improve your condition? What would it be?
When you lose your temper in a fight,
as a whole, or
yes.
when you get upset,
you answer it.
your mind
As a society, free healthcare is a big one.
Free healthcare. Okay.
and you have no possibility of using the strongest things
Unity. Okay.
that are available
Healthcare, unity, and
to bring about change.
peace.
I'd say peace.
All right, we got peace, unity, and healthcare. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alabama State. Welcome to the OJs. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate y'all.
I want to experience like this part of DC, like activism and standing up for what's right. And I want to see some really, really cool speakers.
Anything yet that motivated you or stimulated you?
Yeah.
One thing you heard today. One thing.
When they spoke against gun violence, the mom who lost her son, that was very powerful to me. It motivated me. I want to be able to like help stop gun violence. I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll try.
Once I put guns in idiots' hands, I think that's one way to do that.
To deprive some Americans of their right to vote, we march not only for the right to vote, the courage of our conviction, to bend the moral
60 years ago, I was only 2 years old, so this is my first march.
So, my friends,
and I'm just glad to be a part of it, to see so many dynamic speakers and to see so many people that have survived 60 years. And we still have a lot of things that we need to accomplish. One is getting our young people stop the violence. That's what we need to get our young people.
We give them away.
Get our young people together and show them that we love them. And that's what me as an NCAA sister, I want to spread love and get our kids back on track. And let them know that, hey, we need them because they are our generation. And they will be passing the torch, and they probably will be here 60 years later saying the same thing I'm saying, to carry on the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Empowerment. Feeling empowered. Making sure that we're no longer oppressed. Making sure we get what we need. Making sure that the workforce is strengthened. Making sure that the people get what they want. And from what I see, it looks like it's doing well. Doing really well.
What's your name?
Carlos.
Carlos, from where?
From New York.
New York where?
Bronx.
Really? What part of the Bronx?
South Bronx.
South Bronx? I'm a former councilman who represents New York City in the Bronx. Co-op City.
Oh wow, well this is my
Jobs and freedom.
I'm a descendant of generational poverty, and I choose to use my platform to fight for economic equity and justice. And I think that this march is indicative of the fight that we started. If it wasn't started, we wouldn't have been here. So just to commemorate the start of the fight is a wonderful thing. And I feel that we have to continue to do this work,
that fits the times that we currently live in, but this is homage to how this started. So it's important that we reflect, but we also do things to move forward.
Thank you so much. Give us our views, your name, what part of the country you're from?
Oh, sure. My name is Tiffany Kelly. I'm from Florida, but I live in Gaithersburg, Maryland, Montgomery County.
Well, welcome to King Talk Tuesday. We appreciate you.
If you are brown,
from Generation Vote.
if you are a
we are
woman,
here today because
if
we are a
you're
youth-led
Jewish,
organization
if you're LGBTQ+,
fighting for our right to vote and a
if you are
just democracy for all.
disabled, if you
Our
have
generation
ever
is
been
facing a democratic crisis.
or
Our right to vote is
marginalized
being
in this
attacked
country,
across the country.
he is coming
People
after
are
you.
coming after the youth
And let
vote
me
because
tell
they
you
are
why.
afraid of our power. We need to raise
It is
awareness about these
because
attacks and
of our
ensure that we protect the right to
identities,
vote
our
for
rich
thousands of young
identities,
people
and how the
across the
world
country.
sees
So
us.
we're excited to march on.
He
It's
is
not a commemoration, it's a
attacking
continuation of
our
the fight. Thank you for having us.
Are very rich.
Okay, my
and
name is
whose
Turquoise
we
Baker.
are.
I'm a volunteer with Generation Vote, and I'm here because I believe in our democracy. I
when I
believe that
tell
young
you that
people
Ed
should
Wood
not be
will
forced
not
to sit
prevail.
back and
He will
watch
not
the drama
dismantle
happen.
our
I think everyone should
HBCUs.
have a chance to lift
He
their
will
voice
not
and say what happens in our
dismantle
country.
our
Because at the end of the day,
small
we're the ones who are
business
impacted.
grants.
We're
He
the
will
ones who are
not
going to have to fix it
dismantle our
decades in the
leadership
future.
development
So I'm really
programs,
happy
our
to be here.
job
I'm happy
access
to be free. I'm
programs.
happy to be with everyone
When I
here at
tell you
Generation
he
Vote.
will not
because they're the future and they know
dismantle our
what's best.
NIL
That's
contracts.
it.
He's coming for those
Hell
too.
yeah. Okay. Jason, why are you here?
He is coming
would
for
say that,
each and every one of
Generation
us.
Vote
We
is a
will
credible
prevail.
organization that
Visit
encourages,
www.fearlessfreedomnow.org to join in our fight.
education
We will prevail. We will overcome. And we will make the ultimate
there's a
sacrifice
large attack on
to
voting
attack
rights,
those
especially
who
among
wish
Black and
to
Latino
tear us
voters,
down. Thank
voters
you.
of color, especially
Thank
youth
you.
voters. And it's very deliberate why people
Award-winning
why so many
TV
people
host,
outside
actor, director, comedian, and musician. Please welcome to
so
the
many
stage,
movements for
Nick
liberation are
Cannon.
continuing to fight. Young people are coming out and they're not going to stop.
Hey, Stuart here with
Beautiful
Generation
people.
Vote.
How's
It's an
everybody
honor to
doing
be
out here
here
in this
on the 60th anniversary of this march. Clearly, the fight is not over, and we're here to stand up for youth voting rights. The next phase of this fight, young people across the nation are having their voting rights under attack, and we need to stand up for them and with them, and together as the next generation that will carry this fight forward for more generations to
in all
come.
sincerity, I want to thank the King family, the Drum Major Institute, obviously the Anti-Defamation League, as well as the National Actor Network for having me here today. And more than anything, it's just an honor. 60 years of so much hard work, so much perseverance, so much resilience as a people, and to see us all out here today. I mean, as an entertainer, as we know, I understand my place. You know, Malcolm X said it best. We actually have leaders to lead and entertainers entertain. So therefore, I'm just a person here in support and understanding as an alumni and student of Howard University, HU, you know. I did it backwards though, y'all. I went and got some money and then I went and got my degree. I graduated, I'm class of 2020, but I did it the right way. I was going class to class and I would come to DC 3 times a week, you know, during the tapings of all my different television shows and everything. And I would cross this mall, you know, every week and just understand the importance of who we are as a people and what we are as representation. And I understand that the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, when it was started, that Dr. King said his goal was to save the soul of America, the deep soul of America. And those souls still need to be saved here in America. And not just saved, but healed. You know, and this is a time of healing. This is a spirit of healing. And as everybody here, we come from all different walks of life, different trials and tribulations, but that we're all here together to be healed and to continue to be saved. So that's what I'm representing today. I'm representing that healing and that saving of our souls. And we all know that there's only one principle that can do that, and that's love. So I say that with so much grace, so much gratitude for this opportunity. I got my 2 oldest children here to witness this. Yeah, I got a lot of them. But I brought my 2 oldest, they're preteens, and to have this moment with them is an honor and truly a pleasure. So I thank you all for having us here. We got some real leaders and some real speakers about to come and lay it down for you. And I told them I wouldn't take up too much of their time because they need more than I do. I just need to show my face, but we got some real words of inspiration here. So God bless y'all. And as we walk in love, peace, and healing, take care.
And
do away with the voices of KRS-One and those who elevated us to understand that we were kings and queens and not glorify poverty and not promote addiction and marginalize misogyny. Something is wrong. There is an indictment on churches that are silent, but they speak in tongues, but don't speak truth to power. An indictment to churches that only give out communion, but do not feed those who are living in food deserts. An indictment of those who have multi-million-dollar buildings, but close a blind eye to those who do not have a standard of living. There has got to be an indictment. And ladies and gentlemen, 60 years later, we understand that Dr. King was right, that this is the urgency of now. And if there is an indictment, then there's got to be fingerprints. And I want to say to the black and brown community, put your fingerprints all over deeds, put your fingerprints all over degrees, put your fingerprints on LLCs, put your fingerprints on corporate ladder, put your fingerprints on the necks of those who believe that white supremacy is palatable. We are not the generation who's going to sit down and be quiet. If you don't believe me, take a one-way trip to the dock of Montgomery, Alabama, and there you'll find out that no weapon formed against us will be able to prosper. Ladies and gentlemen, 60 years later, we still are not free, but we know how to last. We lasted through the Middle Passage. We lasted through Jim Crow. We lasted through mandatory minimums. We lasted through the prison pipeline. We lasted through Donald Trump. And still we are here. And 60 years later, we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors who could not stop at hotels, who could not eat in restaurants. But we've come now not just from Morehouse and Hampton and Howard. We've come now from Johns Hopkins and Yale and Princeton, understanding the words of Langston Hughes. You may write me down in history, but I too sing America. They laugh, meet and laugh when company comes, but I just smile and know that I am America. They didn't think that we were going to make it, but God did. We started at the bottom and we're still here. 60 years later, I don't want to be here marching. I want to be celebrating as our black daughters are the governors of Georgia and the vice president of the United States. Still, we rise.
So we are here
but my mother was here.
Anniversary of the March on Washington as a way to continue to stand in solidarity with people across this country and around the world and fighting for justice and human rights. We came here today with the hope of continuing to uplift the issues that impact our community. Ours specifically are related to environmental justice, which is intersectional. It speaks to racial justice. It speaks to gender justice, economic justice,
because the world witnessed 60 years ago an
I can't even think of all the justices.
Convergence of voices,
we want to stand in solidarity with folks who are also in the same pursuit. And
of what we need to do for freedom,
as a way to be rejuvenated.
What we need to do for economic justice.
Absolutely.
And what we need to do
make sure
for
that
peace
people
among
see that
humanity.
We are all together. We're all one. No matter what organization we came from, no matter what state, city, we're all one. We all have the same needs, wants, and desires. And we want to be heard.
To a charge of making sure not just
Hi, my name is Steve Banks. I'm from Bronx, New York, Co-op City. The reason I'm here is because I'm concerned when I look at what's going on. I see that there's still inequality happening within our community. We see blacks killing blacks. We see injustice. We see that all the things happening that which the speakers have brought out, where they're trying to take away black history, Young people need to know who they are. And I see this, that this country wants to take back the progress it has taken, they have made in the last 60 years. So I'm concerned, and I want to hear and just speak with other people about what they think needs to be done. And I want to see our people to just move forward, be about what Dr. King's dream was about. And we have a lot, we've given a lot, but we don't want to lose everything we gain. So that's what I have to say. This is a real blessing. I'm glad I saw my friend Andy King, and it's a wonderful day, and I just say God bless, and just keep the march, and just keep moving. Amen.
Stop and say hello to you ladies, because today is an historic day. I'm Andy King, King Talk TV. We just want to know, what's today about for you? What is it all about for you?
It's being a part of a wonderful moment just to relive history from back in the day and stand firm on what we believe. To vote, and have the right to vote, and have the right to be heard. So we're here just to be heard. And we're standing here strong in that truth.
Standing in the truth. Nothing matters. Standing in the truth. We got to use that one.
I must add also equality for everyone as well. Yes.
Our family and friends were fighting for jobs and housing, and 60 years later, how ironic, we're still fighting for the same thing. And just like the pastor said up there, we got to stop fighting. We got to claim.
Put your fingerprints on.
Put your fingerprints
on degrees, on LLCs.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
I love it, I love it. Anybody else want to add something? What would you like to see happen?
I just got here.
I would like to see more housing, better schools, and health care for everyone, regardless.
And our children get the same rights as the white children. Our children attend the same colleges as the white children. Our children need to get the same job as their white counterparts. Give our children all their rights.
Love it. 11.99 after rocks and roll.
Yeah. Oh, boss lady. That boss lady.
That's boss lady there. It's the second boss. We came out represented. We have to be one. Unity is power. And we're losing. We need to take steps forward. Many steps. Leaps and bounds. Because of the march on Washington, and it's because 60th anniversary.
I was saying we're here today so we can march for rights for not just only Black history people, for trans and others and stuff like that.
What this means is the struggle continues. We have nothing to do but to learn from those that before us. The message seems to sound the same. So it's only until we decide to really pay attention to the message can we move forward. We cannot continue to be part of a future that doesn't want us in it. So this message means now, pay attention, because our destiny is in our own hands.
Yes, truly is one of the biggest things is inaction is the worst thing of all. I think many of us have to find a way to join together and put forth the effort to make a change. When we sit back and let everyone else make changes for us, nothing will ever benefit us. But when we go out there and we start speaking up for ourselves, we start speaking about the dreams we really want, speak about the faith that we really have, then we could be a part of that change. But thank you so much for just allowing me to be able to share.
Hi, I'm Liz Eastman, President of New York State Coalition of Labor Union Women, and I'm Neva Shillingford King. I'm State Vice President for the Coalition of Labor Union Women. Also a proud member of 1199 and a proud member of the African American Caucus of SEIU.
proud member of DC 37 asked me. And why is this day so important? And that's the question. This day is important because it's finishing what was started 60 years ago. My dad was down here. He was a civil rights activist, a community activist, and he came and with my mom in 1953. So I'm here to finish what they started. And as I've said before, we were fighting 60 years ago for the same thing that we're fighting for today. And it's a shame. It's a shame.
I'm Akeem Buchanan, the Public Relations Officer of the Bronx Youth Empowerment Program. I'm here today to celebrate the power of Martin Luther King and these speeches that have been enlightening me over the past hour that I've been. It's been a great experience, and I really hope that everybody else is enjoying it. It's just been overall such an influencing thing to the community.
Well, we're fired up and ready to go out here in Washington, D.C. We're grateful and thankful. We're glad that everyone had a wonderful time out here in Washington, D.C. on the 60th commemoration, continuation on the March on Washington. We're thankful. If you got any thoughts or questions about King Talk, you can check us out on this Tuesday. Check us out on our King Talk Tuesday YouTube page, as well as Optimum Channel 70, Vital Channel 2171, and all of our streaming services from Roku, Apple, Prime, Millennial TV 24. Again, thank you for joining us here from Washington. Your host, Andy King, will be back next week. God bless and be well.